Good morning, Cedar Park. Today is Wednesday, April 19th, 2023, and it's an A Day.
First this morning, we're spotlighting students and teachers honored in this year's Leaf Star Awards.
Plus, what you need to know about end-of-year exams and testing.
And the hosts of the Pack Chat give their take on AI music covers and if they're a step too far or the next best thing. Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back. I'm Reagan Hill, and I'm here this morning with Jack Paulshook and Katie Whitmarsh. As the end of the school year comes almost a month away, students and teachers are getting recognized for all their hard work this school year with several events to accommodate their achievements, such as this year's Star Awards. The Leander ISD Education Excellence Foundation Star Awards is an award program where the administrative staff at every school and Leander ISD district nominates students who each nominate one teacher who they believe to be most influential to them throughout their school career. Teachers honored this year include cheer coach Nadura King, picked by Kate Newman, broadcast advisor Anthony Garcia, picked by Katie Whitmarsh, science teacher Alyson Trueblood, nominated by Casey Craddock, algebra teacher Miss Pangolin, picked by Eric Mondragon, and health science teacher Robin Spinelli, picked by Ryan Liu.
You know, I think it recognizes our role as teachers and mentors and putting it forward what we have to give back to our students and seeing them follow their dreams and that we get to help affirm their dreams in some way. It's just the greatest thing. And so I'm looking forward to hearing all the stories. I think sharing the stories of why the students chose the teacher is going to be excellent.
Congratulations on all the Cedar Park students and teachers for receiving this honor.
With testing season starting up next week, freshmen and sophomores will be participating in the upcoming STAR test on April 25th, 26th, and the 27th. Texas students taking the STAR test next week will be assessed on World History, English 1, and English 2. A list of designated testing rooms will be made available, so make sure to check in order to know which room you will be located in. Make sure you bring all necessary materials in order to be fully prepared.
Do things like, first of all, get a good night's sleep and, eat a good breakfast because you're going to be in a room for quite a while taking STAR tests. Make sure you wear comfortable clothes, bring lots of pencils. Make sure you've got some studying done the night before on just preparation for the next test the next day, not for all of them at once because the different STAR tests are on different days. So you have a loading break between them. Start prepping down. Don't wait till the last minute. All of the teachers are trying to help students with the testing. So whatever you feel nervous about, go work with that teacher until you don't feel nervous on the phone.
For more information regarding STAR, you can visit www.texasassessment.gov to learn more about what you can expect for next week.
Coming up, Ileana Tangarova with today's brief, but first this quick break.
Good morning, Cedar Park. I'm Ileana Tangarova with today's headlines in this morning's brief. First, Fox has settled the Dominion defamation lawsuit. The lawsuit was settled for $787.5 million over U.S. election lies. The settlement was announced by the two sides and the judge in the case at the 11th hour. Dominion CEO John Poulos said in a statement, quote, "Fox has admitted to telling lies about Dominion that caused enormous damage to my company, our employees, and our customers," end quote. A statement made by Fox responded to the comment with, quote, "We are hopeful that our decision to resolve this dispute with Dominion amicably instead of the acrimony of a divisive trial allows the country to move forward from these issues, end quote. And next, 2 Austin area cheerleaders have been injured in a shooting outside an Elgin HEB. The shooter is now in custody after police say he shot at 2 people in a vehicle in the parking lot at approximately 12:15 a.m. last night. According to the Elgin Police Department, 1 victim was treated and released on the scene while the other victim sustained serious injuries and was transported to the hospital for intensive care. The victims were 2 cheerleaders from the Woodlands elite cheer team in the Houston area. 2 other cheerleaders were also on the scene but not harmed. The police have identified and arrested the suspect and charged him with the 3rd-degree felony. And lastly, according to Bankrate, Round Rock has been ranked as the #1 place to live. Round Rock won the top spot for a variety of reasons, as its low relative cost of living, tech job market, high resident well-being ratings, and abundance of public parkland attract many people. The city is also the headquarters of Dell Technologies, and the city's cost of living comes significantly lower than the national average. The city's population is projected to grow by nearly 75,000 people by 2040. So Round Rock is like a really, really cool place, apparently.
That's pretty cool.
Like, do y'all, I know, like, I don't think that is,
Nah.
like, that should not be the #1
Hey,
place.
Round Rock has IKEA.
Oh,
It
They got the
has
outlet.
The outlets, even though those are kind of crusty now. And they have a rock that's round.
They do have a banger Croc store.
And, ooh.
That is
no,
true.
not Crocs.
What's wrong with Crocs?
Whoa.
Crocs?
Go ahead.
We
What's
don't
wrong
need to get
with Crocs?
into that.
What
Okay,
is
but
the
think
beef?
of Cedar Park. What does Cedar Park have? We have Shakes,
Whataburger.
Waterburger.
That's true.
We have-
strip malls and nothing else to
True.
do. That's literally just Round Rock.
Okay,
That's
we
all
have
of these other
Milburn
places.
Park.
We
and
do
I'll
have
give us
Milburn
that.
Park. That is the place to go,
Just the
guys.
most banging park of all. All right, well, thanks, Ileana. Up next is a new edition of the Pack Chat, but first, these announcements. Welcome back to the Pack Chat, our Student Voice Opinion segment. I'm Jack Polishuk, joined by Caleb Taylor, Tommy Sancoli, and guest Millie Suarez. First, a new Drake song has been released, featuring The Weeknd, titled Heart on My Sleeve. Take a listen.
Hey, tell her, run it back. Talking to a diva, yeah, she on my nerves. She think that I need her, kick her to the curb. All I know is you could have had the world.
Okay, now I gotta be honest with y'all. That was actually a lie, because it was actually made by an artist on TikTok under the name Ghostwriter. And Drake and The Weeknd are actually voiced by AI on the track. The song blew up on TikTok and eventually made its way to Spotify and YouTube. Universal Music Group quickly issued a complaint and had the song removed from multiple streaming platforms. The song is quickly set on a debate about AI-generated music and potentially a new legal precedent for copyright pertaining to AI. So is this kind of a step too far with this AI creation process? Or like, this is kind of a banger, low-key.
I think it's kind of
Yes.
cool. I think it's
Yeah.
It sounds exactly like them. Like if you hadn't
For real.
told me, I would just be like, yeah, that's totally a new song that they
Yeah.
made.
So do you guys know the deal with this creator? Like, there's a couple of theories about why the song was taken down and who possibly could have done it.
I think the artists could have done it, like the ones that their voices are being impersonated by, because technically they're not making any money out of it. You know what I mean?
Because,
Yeah.
like, they don't want like other people to like impersonate what they're saying.
Exactly,
really,
and they
right?
still won't profit off of it. So,
Yeah.
like they're kind of getting ripped off.
Because like you said, like it was like on a lot of streaming services, so like people are
Yes.
listening to what songs that isn't theirs. So
Now, I will say something. This like ghostwriter creator on TikTok, I think he's a little sketchy because he took the video down, right? Which doesn't have anything to do with Universal Media Group. And then the other thing, right, is he started offering like this service on like, you can call this number and they'll send you the song. So in my opinion, I think this is like a giant crypto scam. Or like some kind of weird AI like program scam to where he's sending out this like mass like messaging list to like contact as many people as possible. It just seems really fishy, and like this way of like taking down everything seems like a way of getting attention for the artist. But that's kind of like more my opinion.
I can totally see that. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy how just like it feels like overnight, like AI just randomly advanced like 10 years.
yeah.
Because no one was. I mean, there's always been like sentence mixing and stuff, but
Yeah.
no one has ever made like computer generated vocals that sound that close to the original.
And it's scary. You know, you never really know if like a person you're talking to is actually a real person now.
It is very scary,
Yeah.
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 It's concerning.
I don't know if you're even real, or if you're just a computer.
All right, next singer Frank Ocean closed out the first weekend of Coachella on Sunday. It was his first live performance since 2017, but it came with some controversy. He came out almost an hour late and lip-synced to many of his most popular songs, while also debuting some of his new material. His set was also abruptly cut short with the singer claiming, quote, "I'm being told it's curfew, so that's the end of the show," end quote. How do you guys feel about this performance?
I have some thoughts.
I know you're a big fan.
I am a huge Frank Ocean fan.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on this performance since his last one in 2017.
That's an amazing
It
performance.
was
by the
so
way.
good.
Yeah.
It was so good. But, you know, I think he left something to be desired with this one. Really was not his best work. He came out, again, an hour late. And he came out later and said it was because he had an ankle injury, which I guess would make sense, but he was, like, jumping around on the stage. And, like, I don't know. It just seems fishy.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of the reason like people are so upset is because you go to see like your favorite artist and like you just get so disappointed because like you're like, this is not what I came to see. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And Rihanna sung like while she was pregnant. You
Yeah,
know what
for
I mean?
real.
So
Like,
I
this
was
is
like,
like-
an ankle injury doesn't mean anything.
the bar set a little
Yeah.
high.
I was like, yeah.
So there's this whole thing with Frank Ocean. He definitely takes his time in between like releasing stuff, and I know people complain about that online, but honestly, like they have no right to because he's his own person. Like he can do whatever he wants to do. Like
Yeah.
he does not need to care about what other people think about his art or what.
I feel
other
like
people
that's
need
true
release.
to a degree, and I say this as a fan of his, but I feel like, you know, as someone who watched it on like, you know, someone Instagram live streaming, like,
Yeah.
it was really cool to see a bunch of those songs, you know, some not new material, but like new versions of different songs. If I had like taken out a mortgage on my house to go fly down to Coachella and
Yeah.
watch him, stand in that line for 12 hours or whatever, I'd be so mad. I would be so upset. Because it's
Yeah.
like, this is your first performance in over 5 years, and it just, frankly, he could do a lot better.
And you're headlining
Yes.
Coachella. Like that is a
Exactly.
huge precedent
Yeah.
that you are setting for yourself.
You're closing the first weekend, like, you have so much potential here. And then he's an hour late. You know, he cuts the set off early, which, I mean, wasn't fully his fault, but, you know, if he wasn't late. And there were plans that came out. Sorry, I'm, like, ranting
No,
about
dude.
this.
No,
continue.
you're good.
There were plans
Pack chat for
that
reason.
he, that's true. He had a team construct this ice skating rink as a stage. Did you guys hear about this?
No.
No.
He had all these people that he had hired to ice skate around as part of the performance, and it like right before he said no, we're not doing that, melted.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
It was like hours of manpower, and he just said melted either because of his injury or because he changed his mind. So
That is crazy.
yeah, there's definitely something to be said about like, you know, he can't really just kind of do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and the poor backup dancers must have had like
I know.
so much
would've
to
been,
do
like,
and
pissed.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people who've come out online and been like, this guy's crazy. We worked so hard to do this, and then he just said,
Yeah.
melted.
And just like the music itself, like the White Ferrari remix, I wasn't really messing with. Like,
There were some interesting decisions.
Yeah. That's such a beautiful song, and
I
just
know.
to like kind of like.
And it was his first, I think, live performance ever of that one. So
Yeah.
Yeah, like Godspeed too and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Like, yeah. Next, YouTube influencer and makeup artist James Charles has recently released his newest makeup brand called Painted. Released on April 12th of this year, this brand has recently been gaining a lot of popularity based off of the new style and products. However, fans are still unsure of whether to trust Charles, considering past pedophilic allegations of messaging explicit content to various underage boys. Some fans have defended James, saying the accusations have neither been confirmed or denied. So, do you guys think these actions should affect the sales of the makeup?
I think celebrities, no matter what they do, people are still gonna buy their stuff. Like that's just how it is. That's what I've noticed. But still, he has lost some fans, so he's just kind of more irrelevant in the YouTube community now. But people will definitely still buy his stuff because makeup is makeup, and they'll just say separate the art from the artist or whatever.
But then again, I feel like sometimes you should boycott them because this is just nasty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Those poor little
For real.
boys.
This dude continues to profit over this, and
Yeah.
he's getting away with it scot-free. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I totally forgot about this dude, to be honest. He
Yeah,
totally
same.
I haven't heard about him
escaped
in
my
years.
mind.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, I know
And
Jack.
it's
You told me before the show you were a huge James Charles fan.
Oh yeah.
So
I was.
are you gonna be buying this makeup set or no?
You know.
I won't. We don't have to talk about.
I
it.
think
we
he's
could-
releasing.
But-
Personally, I think personally, I've heard that he's releasing a beauty blender, some blushes, and the brand is called Painted. So it's all gonna be modeled after paint supplies and stuff, like how those things are.
That's creative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. I would like it more. If
I
it
would probably
wasn't
try it, but
Someone
I don't
who
know.
Yeah.
did these crazy.
Yeah, I used to be part of the Sister Nation, and
Right.
now
Yeah.
it's tainted, it's tarnished. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
renounce your sisterhood.
Exactly. That's all we have for today, but remember, T-Wolfpack, there's always time to chat. Coming up is our next Pet of the Week.
We're robotics, and you're watching the Wolfcast.
Now it's time for your Pet of the Week. This week's Pet of the Week is Ben Akers' dog, Buddy. Buddy's full name is Buddy Mistletoe Akers and was born just a little over 2 years ago. Buddy loves squirrels with a burning passion and on multiple occasions has tried to climb trees to get to them. However, he is very full of himself and his owners feel like he gives them more and more judgmental looks as the days go by. He loves going to the park and playing with other dogs, can knock on doors and do a botched yet impressive version of the worm. If you would like your pet to be featured on Pet of the Week, direct message us on our Instagram account at CPHS News or tweet us your videos and a short bio of your pet at CPHS News. And that's all we have for y'all. Thank you for taking time to join us during your den. You can catch anything you missed and more on our Twitter or YouTube at CPHS News.
Tune in tomorrow as we cover theater's upcoming Haya Awards and our variety show Cedar Park Tonight, 1 week before the show.
And don't forget to follow our dedicated sports Twitter at CPHS_sports for updates during the games. With CPHS News, I'm Katie Wakanda Forever.
I'm Jack Poyster.
And I'm Reagan Hill. Vote me for Best Dressed Senior Superlative. And remember to make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Oh yeah, do that for me too, but for guys.